Ever feel like you spend more time fighting your tech than actually creating? That constant battle with glitchy software and disorganized file. You're not alone. Many heartfelt, passionate, creative, mission-driven people feel this way. And they're amazing at providing services, creating art, or finding innovative solutions. But their relationship with technology holds back their productivity and how far their reach could be and how big their impact could be. If this sounds like you, this 6-week mini-series on inviting the present moment into your experience with technology, so both your systems and your ability to focus is more aligned with how you naturally operate. Today, I invite you just to notice one piece of frustration that pops up around your technology or your workday by inviting the full experience of that present moment and breathing into it. Even if it's unpleasant, you'll find it easier to engage and complete a task. That feeling of being redirected constantly by urgent notifications, it shatters your focus and drains your ability and your creative energy. It's so hard to create and innovate in that environment. We often confuse busyness with productivity. What if the most productive thing you did today was actually create a small pocket of uninterrupted time for what truly matters to you? Finding a relief point in your day between tasks to reset your nervous system so your limitless creativity can flow again through a different part of your mind and body, resulting in a more fluid transition between your most important business tasks, the ones that bring you life and joy. Your email inbox is a source of inspiration, or is it full of frustration and small annoyances? For so many creators and innovators, it's the latter. That sinking feeling when you see hundreds of unread emails and messages just drains your energy. It's so uninspiring. Today, the invitation is to find one small step where you can view an email as an opportunity to connect and to inspire someone, to truly make an accommodation for an employee or a customer. Go the extra mile. These moments of compassion and generosity can lighten your day, and you'll be amazed at how inspired you feel to tackle another email in that long list that you have. Do you think you are being productive right now as you juggle like 5 different tasks at once, hopping between them and quickly thinking you're being clever? Science and my own lived experience would say otherwise. Multitasking actually fragments our attention and reduces the quality of our work, especially for creative and mission-driven folks where our hearts are involved in the work. They are motivating our work, in fact. So if your heart doesn't have time to breathe, especially after a really emotionally intense moment, then we'll find it easily finding ourselves like in burnout and just in too much and overwhelmed and uninspired, especially during the parts of our day that we usually enjoy and bring life to us. To avoid this and to help you help the world in your creative endeavors, try to take a moment for yourself to spend 20 minutes on just one task. Or spend 2 minutes after a task and just settle and relax a moment, giving your heart a moment to breathe. Have you ever just needed to find one document? Just one document, and then an hour later you end up working on 3 different projects and totally forgot to get that one document that you really needed to send out 3 hours ago? Don't worry, it happens to the best of us. This mindless ADHD type drift steals precious time from your workday as it fractures our attention, and it's a sign that our focus is not in the present moment. Today's question is, how can you be more relaxed and settled so you can stay present with the task that you want and sometimes need to be working on right now? Those administrative tasks, the invoicing, the scheduling, the file organizing, they can sometimes feel like the opposite of creativity. But what if I told you that they weren't? That these tasks are just as creative as making music or creating a piece of art. Take a moment to reconsider these tasks and ask, how can I approach this project, this spreadsheet, like a work of art, using the same source of creative energy, just redirecting it through your administrative tasks? This radically transformed how I view my administrative gifts, and I hope it helps you view your day-to-day administrative tasks just more creatively, and they bring you some relief to your day instead of being a source of frustration. Have you ever said, I just don't have enough time to do everything? How often do we tell ourselves this story? For many creatives and heartfelt, mission-driven individuals, this feels true. But what if it's less about the quality and the quantity of time, but it's just about the quality of our attention and how effectively our systems mirror how we naturally operate? What could you achieve if your workflow truly supported you? These are great questions to ask, and they start your journey to a more mindful workflow, and will overall will improve your relationships and experience with your technology, especially for your most uninspiring day-to-day administrative tasks that you don't want to do. Feeling exhausted by the demands of always needing to be on and feel like you don't have enough time to explore new tech tools and technology in general so you can find what works best for you and your systems? This is a real challenge, especially for people who have been creators and change makers for a long time. Acknowledging that there may be opportunities to improve your workflow is a great next step, as you will begin to just notice more opportunities throughout your day that you may not have noticed before. This is also an invitation to spend 5 minutes to go explore the internet for a solution to a problem you may have in your workflow. Do you need a new keyboard shortcut? Maybe a new budgeting software? Have fun. There's a lot of stuff out there, and some of it could really change your workflow for the better. So you felt the frustration that your tech can bring. I mean, we all have. Now, what if the solution wasn't another app, but a shift in perspective? Inviting the present moment to come into our focus isn't just a meditation thing. It's a way to be present and to engage with your work and technology in a new way. How could a moment of pause, a breath, noticing what's in front of you, slowly and with curiosity, how could that change? How could that approach be brought into the next task you have on your to-do list? I bet it will be transformational. As creators and innovators, we often chase perfection. But what if focusing on the present and being fully engaged in that task at hand led to a more authentic and impactful piece of work? Instead of striving for flawless, what if we aimed for just fully being aware and being there for that task? And just by being there for all the ups and downs of life, this will bring you more opportunities to feel, to breathe, to notice. And you'll be able to see the full symphony of life that is created right in front of us. And it's wonderful to behold. We talk a lot about time management, but what about energy management? Your creativity and your heartfelt mission-driven energy, that's your most precious resource. How can you use your technology and systems mindfully and intentionally to protect and replenish that vital energy? What if every click and every task, every interaction with your technology was informed by your vision, your standards, and backed by intention? Moving from a reactive problem-solving space to a more intentional creation action mode can transform your day. The invitation today is that before you start work or start the new project, ask, what is my true purpose here? Why am I doing this, and how can I stay present longer while doing it? I wonder what you'll create next with it. We've talked about the myth of multitasking. Now let's embrace the power of single tasking. Choosing one task today, commit to it without distraction for a set period of time. Notice the depth and quality that emerges. How does that focused effort feel? And if it feels uncomfortable at first, notice how your body begins to feel after a few minutes of doing this. Notice how much more you get done. Are your notifications running your day, making you constantly reactive instead of active and present? Being present can help you shift from being responsive to claiming your experience fully and reclaiming your day, your time, and your energy. The moment is yours to experience, and you get to choose how and when you engage. What's something that you can consciously pause for or turn off today to reclaim your moment and your focus? This journey of aligning your work with your mission isn't always easy. There will be glitches, frustrating days, a moment to doubt, just general annoyance. Try to invite self-compassion, some appreciation for yourself and how far you've come so far. Acknowledge the effort, forgive the imperfections, and bring passion back into this moment. You are good enough. And it's amazing what you've been doing so far on your journey. Keep it up. You're almost there. It's always a new day, another opportunity to be present. Let's take a moment to look at your physical workspace and software environments. Does it feel chaotic or calm? Do you like it chaotic or do you like it calm? Is it supportive or is it stressful? Your environment often reflects your inner state of being and can significantly impact your focus and creativity. What's one small change that you can make to your inner landscape that could help you naturally change your physical space? Or what's one external process that you could help improve and support your inner process and change? A moment of healing. They are so much more connected than you may think. I didn't know this for a long time. But being present during this process, it's a fascinating relationship and one that can result in some amazing discoveries about yourself and your ideal, efficient, seamless workflow full of relief points throughout your day. I highly encourage taking moments to explore this relationship of the inner and the outer world, those mirrors. They're so fascinating. Those small, annoying admin tasks that interrupt your workflow, try to do them all at once. Try batching them together so you can spend less time on them. Do them first thing in the morning and save all the fun tasks for later. A reward of sorts for completing the required and uninspired tasks that you need to do but don't necessarily want to do. You'll thank yourself later for it. Do you got a task that will take less than 2 minutes? Do it immediately. Get it off your plate so things don't start piling up. What's one 2-minute task you can do right now? Get an instant win. Are you using a dozen different softwares when you know, 2 or 3 could probably get the job done more efficiently? Sometimes more technology just means more work. Take a moment to assess your available tools. Which tools do you absolutely need and use every single day? And which just add extra layers to your process and clutters your system? Sometimes more is not always better. Many routine administrative tasks can be, now automated, providing an opportunity to free up your precious time and energy for your more creative and passion-filled tasks, which only you can do because only they bring you joy. Just like a physical space, your software environment needs regular maintenance to stay clean. A messy desktop, unused apps, old files, overflowing email inboxes with hundreds of emails, and they all add little stress points to your day, and they build up over time. Ideally, these become little moments of stress relief, points of relief, moments where you can smile and say, that works so good. I set up such a good system. I'm so glad I spent the time to do that. So dedicate 15 minutes a day to a software cleanup project. Trust me, you'll feel so much better after, and your future self will thank you. Thank you, Jason. You did a good job. Are you recreating the wheel every time you do every email, proposal, project plan? Templates are your friends. Please use them. Creating a simple template for a recurring task can save an incredible amount of time and mental energy. What's one process that you could take and make a template and make it work for you more efficiently this week? I love a good spreadsheet template. Or a file path template. That saves so much time. We all have long to-do lists, but what about a not to-do list? Identifying tasks or habits that drain your energy or distract you from your core mission. This list can be incredibly powerful and very clarifying to what you care about. What's one thing that you'll consciously not do today to protect your focus, time, and energy? Meetings can use up a lot of time, especially if not managed in a present and embodied way. Before scheduling or accepting a meeting, ensure it has a clear purpose. The right people are involved, and there's a process for staying on track, and there's a reason for you to meet. You are there to solve a problem that requires collaboration, not there just to use up time. How can you make your next meeting more intentional and more productive? Is your calendar just a list of appointments and mindless tasks? Or is it a powerful tool for intentional living? Try scheduling dedicated slots for deep work, admin tasks, or even breaks. How can you use your calendar more mindfully to support your mission and your passion this week, giving you all the time you need to do everything that you love? You can plan it all out with intention and focus. Be present, especially when making your calendar. It's such a powerful tool. I live out of my calendar, and it's wonderful. We've talked about a lot of ideas. Now it's time for action. This week, I invite you to choose one new tech habit or system adjustment and really commit to it. Try it out fully, see what it does. And what will you be experimenting with today? Let that fun, natural curiosity guide you in today's exploration. Have you ever tried taking more breaks in your day? Not more like lunch hours, but after 25 minutes of focused work, then a 5-minute break, a moment to reflect. It's incredibly simple but quite effective at cultivating your focus. Try this today in a task that you've been avoiding or not avoiding. It's good all around. Let's get practical about tech boundaries and intentions. Choose one specific boundary to implement today. Maybe it's no emails after 7 p.m. or no social media, or literally you put your phone away from you during your most creative work block. What boundaries will help you protect your energy and focus and allow you to experience the present moment more clearly? Is your current system for managing tasks or ideas just feel a little bit off or a bit clunky? This week, explore one new organizational tool, a different app, a physical notebook, a whiteboard. Just experiment, no pressure to commit, and see what you discover about yourself, about what you enjoy in your process and what you don't enjoy. Let's tackle that email inbox. I know it's a mess. Try this. For 20 minutes, process your emails with intention. Delete, delegate, respond if it's an urgent request, or defer and schedule it to a time later so you can handle a larger project. And if you are able to remember everything that in your head, that's great. That's amazing. I can't do that. For me, I always have loved to set up a system that supports me, as I can't remember it, all in my head. For my emails, I usually use a series of categories, colored flags. It's basically just a simple way for me to notate it so I can easily reference these at a glance so I know exactly what needs to be done at any given time very quickly. This allows me a lot more flexibility through my strong structures and allows me to tackle tasks I wouldn't have been able to before. Can you create a tech-free zone or a specific tech-free time in your day? Maybe it's at the dinner table, or a specific event you go to, or on your daily walk. This not only strengthens your willpower and focus, but it helps you slow down for a moment and helps you remember to relax into the experience we call life. The present moment, it's amazing at teaching us this. Try it just for one day this week, and maybe if inspired, try it every day this week. Just notice what comes up. It's definitely a process, but it's one that bears a lot of fruit. So you've been experimenting with bringing the present moment into your focus, your awareness, so you can improve the quality of your workday. Now take a moment to reflect. Which new tech habits or system changes have you done recently that just feel good? Which ones don't quite work well? It's all about learning and adjusting, noticing what works well for you, and leaning into that more. This journey of discovering life, or in this case, just how to better experience your workday, it's always better together in a community. What's one small win you've had while being really present with your technology that you've chosen to partner with this week to accomplish a task? Or, what's a challenge that you've been navigating, you can't quite figure it out, you don't know why it doesn't work? Sharing helps us all learn and grow. What's on your mind? What do you need help with? Comment below, and I bet we'll all love to hear it. So, if you're noticing that you're beginning to slip backwards and using old unproductive habits or workflows that don't support how you naturally operate, and you don't want to be doing them anymore, but it's happening anyways, don't worry. It happens to everyone. It's a part of the process of being more present and reinforcing that you have to actively choose to maintain this new standard if you want to continue moving forward towards a more wholesome and sustainable approach to your workday. Keep with it. It's a process. I know it's hard sometimes. All these tips and strategies that have been, coming up, if they start to get a bit rigid and you feel maybe overwhelmed by what you should be doing right now, take a breath. Being present is all about choosing what works for you and your unique mission in this unique moment, and that will change over time. What's one practice that feels genuinely supportive right now and that you can let go just of the rest of it for the rest of the day and just lean into that one that feels really good for you right now? The rest of them, you can practice them later. That constant urge to check notifications and be on every single platform, because if you don't check, you might miss something. The fear of missing out, FOMO. These thoughts take you out of the moment and disrupts your focus. How can you address FOMO, the fear of missing out, today in a way that so you can choose to be more present with the task or the person that's right in front of you? It's a beautiful, wonderful symphony. You just have to be there to notice it. Are you facing a big, daunting task that you've just been dragging out for way too long? Break it down into the tiniest steps, the smallest point. Then see how long it will take you to do that step. I recommend literally timing it down to the second on your phone, then do the math. How long will it take you to complete this task based on the smallest step, multiplied by the number of steps? This converts a vague, emotionally daunting, overwhelming task into a manageable, very ordinary set of steps. Are you delaying sharing your work or implementing a new system because it's not perfect yet? Perfectionism can be a major roadblock for creatives. What if good enough is good enough? Especially when done with the intention of completion, so you can finish the project, then learn more about it during the integration and application phase, and then try again. You'll be much better the second or third time anyways. Your first one won't be the best. But what if this act of completion actually allows you to be more present and allows you to move forward in a more wholesome and faster, more efficient way? How can you embrace good enough so you can accomplish your goals today and make a bigger impact with the dream you have for the world? Technology will inevitably be glitchy. It is literally never perfect. There is always something going wrong every single day. You just can't get around it. Though, instead of instantly being frustrated by this, can you approach these problems with a bit of curiosity? Take a breath, calmly assess the issue, and focus on, I wonder why this happened. Curiosity invites presence. How can you navigate these technical issues better? If you are navigating a frustrating tech moment right now, pause. Breathe. Take a moment and gently bring yourself back into a place of focus. You're building up your stamina and your endurance so you can direct your creative energy at will towards the project that you want to be working on, or the project that you need to be working on. This isn't about avoiding frustration, but just strengthening our ability to meet them with grace. Can you more clearly direct your creative energy today? Feeling stuck or uninspired? Often the most productive thing you can do, step away from the work and truly rest. If needed, fully go to sleep. Sometimes your brain or your heart, they just need a little downtime, a little rest, a little care to process whatever is happening before you can create again in a present, wholesome way again. It's okay to get stuck, to feel tired or uninspired. It's a part of the process. It's being human. What ways do you enjoy to rest and integrate when you feel stuck or uninspired or even overwhelmed? If you're constantly struggling with the same tech or workflow issues, remember, you don't have to figure it out all on your own. Reach out to a mentor, a peer, or a consultant like myself at Relief Point Solutions. These are all options. People who have learned a life lesson in any area of life can often provide a new perspective and solution that you may not have discovered by yourself or would have taken years to find yourself, as they have already struggled to learn this themselves and have a unique perspective on how to get through that process and get through it easier. Sometimes their presence alone helps you learn it, and learn it really fast. I love working with mentors myself for this reason. They just help make things so much easier. And especially in the process of discovering my own unique vision for my life, this has been so life-changing. If this channel has been helping you in any way, and the words that I use to share these lessons, they resonate with you, and you need help in this area of partnering with technology in a way that brings relief points to your day, so you can say, that just works so much better. Or you need help finding the most efficient way to use the resources you already have to accomplish your goals in a more sustainable, efficient way. I would love to see if I can help you. Please feel free to visit my website or direct message me. I look forward to hearing about your dreams and helping you accomplish them in a more efficient way and with more grace and confidence. We're looking for those relief points. They're amazing when you find them. Being present isn't just a tool for when things get tough. It's a way to approach life. It can be woven into your daily life, not just your work life, though your work life is a good place to test it out. How can you bring a moment of presence to your ordinary task today? Making coffee, walking, even typing an email, spending time with family. These small moments, small relief points in your day can make a notable difference to the quality of your life. Through this journey, you've been discovering what truly works for your unique way of creating and operating. Celebrate that. There's no one-size-fits-all solutions anyways. What's one aspect of your personalized, present-filled workflow that you're really proud of and ready to celebrate? I would love to hear them in the comments below. It's time to share, connect, and be seen. You've discovered something wonderful about yourself. Being efficient with your tech and workflow isn't just about saving time, it's about creating more space and energy for our heartfelt, mission-driven work that truly lights you up and makes an impact in the world. What are some ways that inviting presence, just the simple present moment in front of us, has helped you amplify your purpose and deepened your creativity? When you approach your work with the intention of inviting relief points in your day, of remembering the present moment, it doesn't just affect your experience, but affects everyone around you, your coworker, your collaborators, your audience, your family, your friends. How has the relationships in your life been affected by implementing this into your workday and inviting the present moment to be noticed? The world of technology is always changing. Luckily, the present moment changes quite a lot too. It's actually probably the best at changing, actually. So can you cultivate this quality of the present moment, this curiosity, so you can sustainably maintain this practice in your life, at work, and how you approach every small day-to-day administrative tasks, even if they're uninspiring? But the present moment makes them a lot more present, a lot more exciting, just more fun, I think. You just gotta love those moments when you are so focused and so blissfully unaware of time that you create some of your best masterpieces and accomplish so much work. It just really is amazing, isn't it? When was the last time you got into the creative flow, and what did you end up creating? I would love to hear more about this, to hear your moments and stories about being in the creative flow. Comment below so we can all share and celebrate your creativity and that inspirational moment you experience. As a creator, innovator, or change maker, your legacy isn't just about the tasks you complete or the projects that you've done. It's about how you approach the process and how you impact the people around you during it. How do they feel when they interact with you? How do you feel when you interact with yourself when you create? This often will translate and be transferred in some way, shape, or form to the final product, the final art piece or solution that you have created. So in your workday, be intentional and be present. These moments will transfer into what you create. That's a powerful thought, a reminder for us all. This 50-day journey of inviting the present moment into your workday so you can create with more intentional focus. It's been a wonderful journey. And it's a significant step for all of us because this is an ongoing process and practice, a way of living. There's always an opportunity to settle more deeply into the present moment. We will conclude this mini-series with one more question. What is one intention or practice you've learned so far that you'll be carrying forward and continue to amplify in your day-to-day work life? And so you can have, more of those moments, those creative, productive moments, creative flow moments in your day. With that, my friends, I wish you luck in your journeys. And if this mini-series was helpful, I would love to hear how this affected you, how it impacted your life and your creativity. And I would love to learn more about what you would love to learn more next. Together, let's make the world a better place, one dream at a time. Together, that's possible.